So let's continue, and in this lesson on comprehension and skills, we're gonna learn about main idea and details. So what's the difference between main idea and details? But before, let's talk about the topic. So we've already discussed like many times before what we mean by a topic. So topic is the general theme or the general idea, not the main idea, the general idea that a story or a text is about. For example, if I am talking about pets, okay, pets, just animals, pets. So I say that, oh, my story today is about pets. So this is just an example. So the topic is pets. I am not telling you anything about like more. I'm just saying that my story is about the animals, pets. So the topic here is the general idea without saying anything else. Let's continue reading. So the topic is what a piece of writing is about. Piece of writing, we mean like a story, a long story, a short story, a text, a sentence, whatever. The main idea is the most important idea about the topic. So when I say the main idea, it's like the major idea, the most important idea. So for example, let's go back to my example, pets. So for example, in my story, I am talking about dogs are loyal pets to their owners. So the main idea of my story is that dogs are loyal pets to their owners. So now I am not telling how they are loyal. I am not telling which breed of dogs I am talking about here. I am not talking about why they are loyal. I am not talking about how they make them loyal. I am not saying anything. I'm just saying that the most important idea of my story is that dogs are loyal pets. Let's go now to the supporting ideas. What do we mean by supporting ideas? So the supporting ideas, as the name suggests, it's supporting. Like the idea is support, the detail is supporting something. So what these details support? These details support the main idea. And so supporting ideas are small pieces of information that tell more about the main idea. So for example, let's go back to my example. The topic is pets, and the main idea of my story is that dogs are loyal pets to their owners. So now I am telling you that, for example, pit bulls, even though they can be dangerous dogs, they can be really aggressive dogs, but they are loyal to their owners, they protect their owners, they are sweet dogs, they are really clean dogs, for example. They are big dogs, but also they are like really protective of their owners. They are protective of babies and children. So these are supporting ideas that I'm saying, okay? And then, for example, I'm talking about another breed of dogs that are small, but also very loyal. So these are, so let's say it again. Let's wrap it up again. So the topic of my story is pets. The main idea is that dogs are really loyal pets to their owners, and the supporting ideas are they are big dogs, but they can be dangerous, but they are very protective to their owners. They are very protective to kids and babies. They are very cute and and lovable and cheerful and playful and all of that. Okay, so now without further ado, let's just see this graphic. So if you see this graphic here, it's really helpful. It helps you like organize where is the main idea and what are the small supporting details. So we're gonna go to this text, okay, the coldest continent. We're gonna read it and we're gonna extract the main idea and the supporting details. We're doing it all together. Alright, so you're gonna read with me and you're gonna underline, you're gonna circle, you're gonna highlight, whatever you feel like doing, the main idea, the supporting details. So you can stop or pause the video and read by yourself and think like to yourself, what is the main idea and what are the supporting details. Okay, let's do a quick reminder here and then we go back to the text. So the main idea and the details. So the main idea is the most important idea, okay, as we said. The details are little bits of information that support the main idea. Support it means it gives it like the details give the main idea more information, okay. The main idea and supporting details, like when we are finding the main idea, it's an important tool in helping you understand and remember what you are reading. So why do we do that? Why do we search for the main idea and the supporting details? Because it helps you and it helps us understand the story and better understand the text we're reading and whatever we're reading. So first, the topic is the subject. It's the most or the general topic that we are reading. What the selection is all about. The selection means the whole story or the whole text from the beginning to the end. Okay? Like from the beginning to the end, I am talking about pets. The main idea is the most important idea about the topic, and the main idea can be stated in a sentence. So sometimes you can find the main idea in the very first sentence in the story or in the text. Sometimes you find it somewhere else. Supporting details are small pieces of information that tell more about the main idea. So it gives us more information. Plan for finding main idea. So how do you plan and organize yourself to find the main idea? First, you have to know what is the topic. You have to know what the topic of the story, and then you have to look for some clues or some helping details. For example, the first sentence. Read the first sentence very carefully. Look for names, like repeated words. Look what are the words that are repeated, or important words. Also, pay attention to the title, like what is the title, and then the heading above the paragraph, or if you have a paragraph and you have a heading, like a small sentence or a small box above the text. Second, you have to decide what the author is saying about the topic. So while you're reading, you have to ask yourself some questions. So for example, what does the author say about the topic in the first sentence? So you read the sentence and you say, why does the author say that, and what does he say in his first sentence? Then you ask also, what does the author say about the topic in the last sentence? So it's really important when you read all the text, to go back to the first sentence and you go back and read the last sentence. So what do the details tell more about the topic? So before we read the text and extract the main idea and the supporting details, let's look at the title, The Coldest Continent. The coldest continent. So coldest means it's the most cold of all. It's a superlative adjective. But what do you mean by a continent? Is it a country? Is it a city? Is it a village? What do we mean by a continent? Can someone answer? Okay, so let's go to this picture, to this figure, okay, and see. In our planet Earth, we have 7 continents, and in each continent we have countries. So we have North America, South America, Europe, we have Africa, we have Asia, all of this red land is Asia. We have Australia, where the kangaroos and the koalas live. And then we have Antarctica here, all the way in the south pole of the Earth. Do you see it? Yeah, so this is Antractica. In Turkey is a country, and it's here in Asia, but some parts of Turkey are also in Europe. So Turkey is this point between Europe and Asia. This is just a quick information for you. So let's read the text, and while you're reading, focus on the first sentence. Focus and ask yourself while you're reading, what is the topic? What is the main idea? And is this a supporting idea or not? The coldest continent. Antarctica is not like any other continent. It's as far south as you can go on Earth. The South Pole is found there. Ice covers the whole land. In some places, the ice is almost 3 miles thick. Beneath the ice are mountains and valleys. The weather in Antarctica is harsh. It's the coldest place on Earth. The temperature does not get above freezing. It's also one of the windiest places in the world. Not many living things are found in Antarctica. People go there to study for only a short time. Very few animals can live there, yet many animals live on nearby islands. Seals and penguins swim in the ocean waters. They build nests on the land. Some birds spend their summers in Antarctica, but most of the continent is just ice, snow, and cold air. So if you come here, you can read some things that can help you. For example, the skill, read the title and the first sentence. What do you think is the main idea? So if we read the coldest continent and then we read the first sentence, Antarctica is not like any other continent. So can you give me, or can you tell me what is the main idea just from the title and the first sentence? Yes. Yeah, very good. So the main idea could be that Antarctica is the most or the coldest place on Earth. Antarctica is covered by ice, or whatever, or in any way you say it. And then here the strategy, how we find why can very few animals live in Antarctica. So we say very few animals can live there. Why? Why do you think? Why are like few animals and few plants can live in Antarctica? Yes, very good. Yeah, obvious, clear. Because it's very, very, very cold. It's freezing. If you don't understand, how can you clarify or adjust your comprehension? So, now I want you to make a graphic, okay, and I want you like the one we've seen here, okay, the main idea, detail, 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 and tell me what is the main idea. Right, what is the main idea, and give me three supporting details from the text. You can pause the video, bring your English notebook, and just draw the graphic. Yeah, draw the graphic organizer, and then write what you think. Okay, you can pause the video and work in peace. For the sake of time, I will not pause, I will just continue. So you go back after you're all done, okay? So on the count of 3, we're gonna correct together. 1, 2, 3. So the main idea could be Antarctica is covered with ice. It can also be like Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth. Antarctica is a land that is covered all in ice, or anything like that. So if you write any idea similar to this idea, it's correct. Just leave it, okay? If you write anything else that is really, really different, you can just correct from here. Some of the supporting ideas that you can conclude from the text are, so the first detail, in some places the ice is almost 3 miles thick, and we can find it here in the text. So if you go back to the text, you can find in some places ice is almost 3 miles thick. So this gives us an information that it's a lot of ice that can be like 3 meters thick, 3 meters in height. So we know that this place is all ice. The second supporting detail is temperature does not go above freezing. So it's always freezing, does not go above it, means the temperature does not rise, does not go high, and if it goes high means it's warm, it's hot, but it's never going above freezing. And it's also from the text, and we can find it right there. Okay, I'm gonna highlight it. You can also highlight or underline or circle, whatever you feel like. And another supporting idea is not many living things are found in Antarctica, and this details says that because it's so cold and it's so icy, and the ice is all over the Antarctica, and the ice is like covering everything, not a lot of animals, not a lot of plants or humans can live there, because it's really hard to live in a place that is so cold, right? So we can find this here. Very good. And we can highlight it. Yes, okay. And you can also bring some supporting details from here. So if you did the same, very good job. If you did others and you put other supporting details and you're sure that they are, you can tell me. We can discuss about that later. Okay, very good. Now that you read the story Penguin Chick many times, I want you to make a graphic similar to this. Okay, in the same notebook you're writing in right now, make a graphic like the one you were working on right now, and let me know what is the main idea and the supporting ideas or the supporting details of the story, the Penguin Chick. Okay, it's just yeah. So you can also, again, you can pause the video and do it like very quickly, and on a count of 3 we're gonna correct